Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special video slash live stream. It was only a matter of time before I do this. A lot of you guys know that there are plenty of characters throughout pop culture entertainment that I absolutely am a huge fan of. But then you're going to come across characters that you will never ever like and that you will never ever like. You're always going to have people that will say, I don't like this character. I don't like that character. This character irritates me. That character irritates me. Everyone's like that, okay? Everyone is biased. Everyone is entitled to be biased. That's what makes us great. And for you guys who are probably wondering, thank you, Finnegan's Flight Crew. Anyway, today I'm going to give you guys 10 characters from all across pop culture entertainment that I simply cannot stand for the love of God. For the love of God, I cannot stand these characters. These characters irritate the hell out of me. They piss me off. They make me want to just smash my head through a wall. They really irritate the crap out of me. So without further ado, true believers, let's get this bitch started. Now, this isn't a top 10. This isn't a top 10 exactly. These are just 10 characters that I've chosen for this particular show episode that I simply cannot stand. Number one, I've talked about this before on my live stream. For those who haven't heard, I do not like Squirrel Girl. I think she's one of the worst characters I've ever seen. The fact that she has this stupid ability where she can just randomly beat people on the fly is flat out bullshit to me. I think she's one of the stupidest characters I've ever seen. I don't care how hot she is. I don't care how sexy she is. I don't care how good she is in the sack. I don't care. Fuck that bitch. She sucks to me. She's a stupid character, and she sucks to me. She's a bullshit character. Number two is Princess Morbucks from the Powerpuff Girls animated series, more specifically from the 1998 animated series. I love people. I love children, but I can't stand those who are snobbish, spoiled, ignorant, arrogant, obnoxious, that look down on people. Or better term, pompous and self-entitled. I cannot stand that fucking person. Fuck Princess Morbucks. Number three is Earth 1610 Captain America from the original Ultimate Universe. He's basically everything that the Captain America we all know and love in the mainstream Marvel Universe isn't. He's an asshole. He's arrogant. He's a racist. He's a bigot. He thinks, every country that isn't America sucks. He has no respect for people in general. He's an asshole. That's something that the mainstream Captain America, aka Earth 616 Captain America, we all know and love, that he's a good man. He's a good person. He respects people. He has a lot of respect for other countries. He treats people with respect, basically. Number four, is Amanda Waller. Now, while I do agree that Viola Davis does a great job in portraying the character in the DC Cinematic Universe, but when it comes to the Amanda Waller character, fuck her. She is a bitch. I'm glad she finally got arrested and in prison for all the fucked up shit she did. It's about damn time she got in jail. Never really liked Amanda Waller. Always felt that she thinks she was better than everybody. Always felt that, she's just a bitch, man. She is just a big stone cold ass bitch. I can't stand her. Number five is Maria Hill. Now, I do love the Kobe Smulders version from the MCU, but when it comes to the comics, fuck Maria Hill. She is a bitch. She's self-entitled. She's arrogant. She's ignorant. She thinks she's just as good, if not better, than Nick Fury ever was as a S.H.I.E.L.D. director. She couldn't suck his dick if she wanted, or she could, better yet, she couldn't even sign his fucking shoes. Nick Fury, while he had his problems, he was a far better. All these people almost she is just a bitch. Number six is Injustice Superman. Now, you guys know that I love Superman. I think he's one of the greatest fictional characters of all time. But when it comes to the Injustice franchise, he sucks. Plus, I may do a video or a live stream where I rant about why I think the evil Superman trope is overdone, overused, warrants its welcome, and while I personally was never really a big fan of the evil Superman trope, but that's a different story for another time. But Injustice Superman, I think he's weak in terms of his indomitable will, in terms of his character. The fact that he pretty much lost his shit when a loved one of his got killed, I get it. But here's the thing, though. It's called Kingdom Come, where he lost Lois and he didn't go around the world started tearing people in half like a phone book and started being an absolute dictator. He kept his cool, he kept his composure, and he went to upperhand the Joker. Of course, the Joker was then killed by Magog, but that's a different story for another time. But what I'm saying is, evil Superman sucks to me. Number 7 is good old Frieza from the Dragon Ball franchise. Now, I know Frieza is, in general, one of the most beloved villains and characters in the entire Dragon Ball franchise. Me, I think Frieza sucks. I think he acts bitch-made. I think he acts pompous. I think he acts too flamboyant to my liking. Yes, I have no problem with effeminate men, but there are times you're going to come across where the way a certain effeminate people act can irritate you. And Frieza, to me, just irritates me. I hate it when he gets his ass kicked, he acts bitch made. I can't stand that shit. And to me, Frieza is just one of those people that I don't like his attitude. I just never did. Next up is Guy Gardner, as I like to call him, the douchebag, the smartass, the a-hole Green Lantern. I know he's being portrayed by one of my actors that I do have a lot of respect for, and Nathan Fillion in the upcoming James Gunn Superman movie, which I'm looking forward to, by the way. But fuck Guy Gardner. I never liked that character. I never liked Guy Gardner at all. My first exposure to Guy Gardner was through the Batman Brave and the Bold animated series, which is a great show, by the way. But man, I really could not stand Guy Gardner in that show. There are times when I see Guy Gardner's one, it's like, can someone please just punch this guy in the face and put him in his place? I just cannot stand him. I just cannot, for the life of me, stand him. Number 9 is Injustice Wonder Woman. She's a piece of shit. She is not Wonder Woman to me. She's everything Wonder Woman is not. She's not a good Wonder Woman. Period. Point blank. And number 10 is Dr. Miles Warren, aka the Jackal. He is my least favorite supervillain in all of comics. I think he's a creep. I think he's a bum. I think he's a loser. I don't know what his obsession is with cloning spider people or people in general. Granted, I give him this. He gave us 2 of the best Spider-Verse characters in Kane and Ben Reilly. But other than that, fuck Miles Warren. Fuck the Jackal. He's a piece of shit character. He's a waste of space. He's a waste of ink, in my opinion. And more importantly, he's a waste of my fucking time. So yeah. Now, I noticed one of you guys commented almost all these are women. I see what you did there, Clancy, but just because they're women, just because I put a lot of women on this list doesn't mean I'm sexist. You know, yeah, I know that, but Clancy was saying that a lot of these characters that I put on the list is not a woman, are women. Like the first 5 characters I mentioned are women. Yeah, but still, you know, I know he was, but still, I get where he was coming from. That, I don't think so, but it's just that But yeah, those are just, 10 characters that I can really think of off the top of my head, and all media that I simply do not like. I never like these characters. Oh my god. I can tell you right now that is I can tell the Women Haters Club. Yeah, that's from the Little Rascals. The Little Rascals. I love that movie as a kid. Injustice, oh god, Injustice Wonder Woman. I know that's what I just said, Rick. Um Little Injustice Wonder Woman without fucking question. MCU Captain Marvel is at least a hero. Granted, she's not well written, but at least she's a hero. At least she tries to be good. While Injustice Wonder Woman is just simply unlikable. She's supposed to be an incarnation of one of the most beloved heroes in all of fiction, yet she does everything Wonder Woman's not supposed to do. Not supposed to be about. That's why a lot of people don't like her, because she's a fucking bitch. I'm not going to use the C word, because it's derogatory. We do not use derogatory shit on my channel. But yeah. I mean, Brie Larson's a town. See you next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. Oh, you guys are watching the game. My apologies. I know I should be watching the game, but I wanted to do something to keep you guys entertained. Because there are times I forget to do stuff for you guys. What joke? Was that a joke? Was this a joke? I don't understand the joke. But yeah, there are plenty of other characters I do not like. I may do, if you guys want me to do another. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I get it. I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it, Rick. I see it, Rick. Thank you. Thank you, Rick. I understand it now. Yeah. I thought you actually meant you're not going to see me till next Tuesday. I'm like, what? But I understand it. Yeah, Rick. Thank you. Thank you for explaining that to me. Yeah. But it's 10-7 Washington. Wow. Good. Are you working today, Rick? Or are you off today? But yeah, I mean, there are plenty. If you guys want me to do more videos like this, let me know, okay? Because I want to entertain you guys as much as I can. I want to be as less controversial that I can. I know the Chiefs won today. They won 23-14 over the Texans. I don't work on weekends, Charles. I work at an office. Cool, Rick. Cool. But man. I watched Iron Man. Oh, Iron Man 2008 is great. And Batman Begins is a very good movie. At least if the line, that is true. If the Lions do lose, we can go ahead and hire Aaron Glenn. That is very true. That is very true. I did receive word that Jeff Olber is going to be the new defensive coordinator in Atlanta. Hopefully he does well there, but we'll see what the hell happens. Batman Begins is a great movie. It's, to me, one of the best Batman films of all time. At least in my... I know Rick Kent's not crazy about the Christopher Nolan Batman films, which is understandable, but I think they're very good movies. They're excellent movies. She tried. No, I respect your opinion, Rick. I mean, I know, as I said, you weren't crazy about the Christopher Nolan Batman films. I love them. I like The Dark Knight Rises too. I like them all. Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises. It is, but I will say this: Heath Ledger was an incredible Joker. You got to admit it. He was an incredible Joker. The beginning scene was really damn good, though. Um, in my opinion, Heath Ledger plays one note from beginning to end and has. You didn't like Heath Ledger's Joker? Wow, I loved Heath Ledger's Joker. I thought he was tremendous. In my opinion, Captain America: The Winter Soldier is the best comic. It's one of the best. That's for damn sure. I really love that movie a lot. Washington loses their right guard. Oh, that sucks. No, I know it's your opinion, Rick. I'm not disrespecting you, but I mean, Heath Ledger made it so. You know, with one movie I gotta watch, stars Mel Gibson too. I'm not Alan. I don't pass my opinion off as fact. No, I know. Um, I know what's your opinion. I know what you're saying. Um, no, not Braveheart. That's a good movie though. I've seen parts of it. It looks good. I enjoy watching it, but I didn't get the crazy. Yeah, I thought he did a good job though. I mean, I thought it was very interesting. I thought he was very scary. Clancy, I truly believe he won the Oscar because he died. Probably. No, not Braveheart, BC. I'm thinking of The Patriot. Heard that's a very good movie too. It's with him and Heath Ledger in it. Um, it was a good performance. It was a very good performance, Clancy. I really enjoyed his performance. Still, I still think the best live action Joker, in my opinion, is Jack Nicholson. And then right after him, I did like. Well, it hurt his career. Really? How? Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it made him lose his mind and all that other shit. But I love Jack Nicholson's Joker. Jack Nicholson's my favorite Joker, live action Joker that is. And then probably right after him is Cesar Romero. I love Cesar Romero's Joker. Okay, Charles, who's worse, Injustice or Jared Leto Joker? Or Jared Leto Joker? Uh, yeah, I'll get back to that one in a second. They both suck. I don't like either one of them. To me, they're both just as bad. Cesar Romero, yes, I think his Joker in today's day and age is extremely underappreciated. Johnny Boy, huge shout out to him. He said to me one time when he came onto my channel that when he called in, that he had the best Joker live. I thought Cesar Romero was an amazing Joker. I also liked Joaquin Phoenix too. I thought Joaquin Phoenix was a great Joker too. Joaquin Phoenix was a great Joker too. I didn't see Joker 2. I heard mostly bad things about it. I did love the first Joker movie. The second one I heard was terrible for the most part. So yeah, he wasn't. I'll be right back. I was gonna go get some water. Look, man, you're not wrong. You're not wrong in feeling this way. Voice acting, I don't think people give enough credit to voice actors. Voice acting is another way to bring a character to life in media. And to me, Mark Hamill's Joker to me is the best voice of the Joker. But if there's one Joker, if there's one voice actor that doesn't get enough credit for voicing the Joker very well, it's John DiMaggio. If you have not watched Batman Under the Red Hood, it is one of the greatest Batman movies of all time, especially when it comes to the animated side of things. John DiMaggio does a great Joker voice in that movie. Get the fuck out of here. You're friends with John DiMaggio? Dude, that's awesome, man. That's freaking incredible. I always drink water, guys. I met him at a bachelor party of a mutual friend. It was the night the Jets drafted Mark Sanchez. That's awesome, Rick Kent. That's freaking awesome. Really? He's a Jets fan too? Holy shit. And he's from New Jersey? That's awesome, Rick Kent. That's fucking awesome. My first exposure to John DiMaggio as a voice actor was, of course, Bender in Futurama. If you guys don't know, the same guy that created The Simpsons created Futurama, which is he's a very big Jets fan. Awesome shit. I love John DiMaggio. He's one of the goats in the voice acting business. And John DiMaggio is one of the GOAT voice actors. I did like it when he voiced the Juggernaut, Kane Marco in the X-Men Legends games, and even in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, of course, Juggernaut in that game is a DLC, so that's pre-order character from GameStop, that is. But when I think of John DiMaggio, I will always think of him as Bender from Futurama. I loved him as Bender. Bender's one of my favorite characters in that show. Granted, I've done a terrible job in following that show, same with The Simpsons. I know The Simpsons has been on for like forever, but I loved it as a kid. There is just some things that as you get old, you don't do a good job in following certain stuff that you loved as a kid. But I love it. But that's great to know that you're friends with John DiMaggio. That is freaking awesome. And he's from New Jersey. Let me look him up, actually. The Simpsons have been on longer than you're alive, Charles. Yeah, I know that too. He voiced Jake the dog, I think, which I did not. Look, if you're a fan of Adventure Time, more power to. But to me, Adventure Time was not my cup of tea. Let me just put it to you like that. I'm not a fan of Future Time. I'm an Adventure Time, excuse me. Jake the dog, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's 56 years old. Holy shit! Oh, and he voiced. No, I'm sorry. My first exposure to John DiMaggio was when he voiced Dr. Draken in the Kim Possible animated series. Then it was Bender in Futurama. He's from North Plainfield, New Jersey. He graduated from Rutgers, and he's married to Kate Miller since 2014. That's awesome. Oh my God, Kim Pop, yes. Raise your hand. I mean, yeah, Kate is also an actor. Yeah, I just looked it up. He went to Rutgers. I just looked it up, Rick Kent. Yeah. Kim Possible was one of my favorite animated shows growing up as a kid, especially on Toon Disney. That was the shiznit. Back when, cartoons nowadays, a lot of these, what pisses me off about a lot of these cartoons nowadays, they just want to focus more on kids. I remember back in the day, anyone could watch a damn cartoon. It doesn't just have to be just kids. But he lives in Los Angeles and in New York City. Good for him, man. Good for him. I loved John DiMaggio. He's great. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. A lot of TV shows nowadays suck. You're not wrong, my friend. You are not wrong. You're not freaking wrong. And there's not to Charles, you're a handsome. Awesome. John B, that's fantastic. Everything's a cash grab. We have to wait 2 years for it, 8 only episodes. I get where you're coming from. You're not necessarily wrong. I absolutely love John DiMaggio. Yeah. I mean, movies are worse, I think, relative to 20 years ago or so. Statistically speaking, original concepts were much more popular. You're not wrong either. I totally understand where you're coming from. What about Joe? I didn't see Joe DiMaggio. I know he was a great player, but I heard he was also an asshole. But I respect Joe DiMaggio's legacy as a baseball player. I know he was once married to Marilyn Monroe. But yeah. Yeah, and that shit has yet to be broken. 56 game hitting streak. To the kind to popular belief, I did not know Joe DiMaggio. I swear, like 10 years ago, there would be like must-see movies in theaters every month. I agree with. Now I go three times a year. I understand where you're coming from. Heard the new Wolfman movie was in Long Touchdown Washington, 1714 Washington. This could be a goddamn shootout. Oh, you know what I should have done to begin the stream? I should have done a tribute. I should have said this. I also for those of you who are watching this, if you want to give a huge shout out, my condolences, I should say, to the family and friends, as well as to the entire fan base and organization of the Milwaukee Brewers for the loss of Bob Uecker. He was a great he was a great broadcaster, and from what I heard, according to one of his co-stars, former co-stars, is that he was a second father figure to her. I forgot her name from Mr. Belvedere. Um, and may his soul rest in peace, Mr. Bob Uecker. He was a great broadcaster. I loved him in the Major League movies, especially the first two, especially in the first one as well. He was fantastic in the Major League movies. A shame the Brewers couldn't win the World Series in his lifetime. Yeah, that sucked. And I know he played in the Major League. I know he will tell you he wasn't very good, but at least he played. At least he got some money. Made a good living off of it. And he was a hell of a broadcaster. And he's a Hall of Famer. One of the greatest broadcasters of all time. Mr. Baseball. Mr. Baseball. R.I.P. Bob Uecker. Yep. Did any of you guys, and I'm especially talking to you, Rick Ken, did you ever watch Mr. Belvedere, or you didn't care for it? Do you like Dolce? I never went to Dolce Pizza. I never went there, so I can't answer that. I have been to Brooklyn Pizza and Ford. That place is nice. I never saw it. I heard it was a very good show, but I'm just asking because it came around during your time. But I heard it was a very good show. Son of a butter biscuit. Lions got the ball now. No, I know that, Rick Ken, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I sorry, Rick Ken. I'm not trying to be rude. I know you never saw it, but I hear it's a good. I'm just telling you from what I've heard from other people, especially my family that watched it, that they liked it. But oh yeah, Johnny Carson. He was another legendary talk show host. I remember mostly from his many on Johnny Carson. He was hilarious. Oh, I can tell he was hilarious. I remember watching a recording. um, um, oh shit. I remember listening to a recording of his Hall of Fame speech. It was hilarious. And in the first Major League, I remember being hysterical. Yeah, and I remember, I think I watched one or two videos of him on the Johnny Carson show. Yeah, he was hysterical. He was. Major League is a great. I love Major. I love the scene where one of the guys said, "I can do whatever the hell I want." Takes the thing, throws it on the floor, and the manager takes a piss on it. I'm just like, pick six. Wow. Yes.
Because mommy's going to bed. On it down. A lot.
Okay. Washington's going to be up 24-14, pending the extra point. I heard something about that, Rick. Yeah. Laugh out loud. You know what, guys? I'm going to end this stream right now. I'm going to go watch the game. Have a good night. Thank you so much for your attendance, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.